What if your life could change with just one financial decision? Not winning the lottery, not doubling your salary overnight, just one intentional shift, one smart move that sets everything else in motion. The truth is, financial freedom rarely happens from one big break. It starts with a single decision: to invest, to cut unnecessary expenses, to build an emergency fund, or to finally take control of your money. In this video, we're breaking down how one financial choice can create momentum, reduce stress, and move you closer to real freedom. Stop living paycheck to paycheck first. Before any big financial move makes sense, you have to stop the bleeding. Living paycheck to paycheck isn't just a money problem, it's a mindset problem. When every dollar is already spent before it arrives, you have zero room to make a powerful decision. Freedom requires margin, even a small margin. Think about this. If you can free up just $300 a month by cutting a few things that don't actually make your life better, subscriptions you forgot about, eating out 4 times a week instead of 7, upgrading your phone every single year, you now have the starting point of something real. The goal here isn't to punish yourself or live like a monk. The goal is to create breathing room, because freedom doesn't come from earning more alone, it comes from keeping more of what you already earn. Start tracking where your money goes for just 30 days. Most people are shocked when they see their actual spending. That shock is good. Use it. Once you see the leaks, you can plug them. And once you plug them, you're one step closer to having real options in your life. Financial margin isn't a luxury. It's the foundation every other good decision gets built on. One investment can rewrite your future. This is where people either take the leap or stay stuck forever. One investment made consistently over time can completely change your financial trajectory. We're not talking about getting rich overnight, we're talking about compound growth, which Albert Einstein reportedly called the 8th wonder of the world. Here's a simple example. If you invest $500 a month starting at age 25 with an average annual return of 8%, by the time you're 55, you'd have over $680,000. That's not because you're lucky, that's because of time and consistency. The investment itself could be index funds, real estate, a business, or even developing a high-income skill. The vehicle matters less than the habit of investing at all. Most people wait until they feel ready to invest, but readiness never comes. You start before you're ready, and readiness builds from the doing. The one decision here is simple. Pick one investment vehicle, put something into it this month, and automate it so you don't have to rely on willpower every time. That one decision, made once and set on repeat, becomes the financial move that rewrites your story. Don't overthink the perfect investment. The perfect investment is the one you actually start. Debt is the chain keeping you stuck. You can earn good money and still feel completely trapped, and debt is almost always the reason why. High-interest debt, especially credit card debt, is one of the most aggressive destroyers of financial freedom. If you're paying 22% interest on a credit card balance, no investment in the world is reliably beating that. So the one decision that can free you might simply be this: aggressively attack your highest interest debt before anything else. This is called the avalanche method, and it works. List all your debts, focus every extra dollar on the one with the highest interest rate while paying minimums on the rest, and once that's gone, roll that payment into the next one. The psychological shift that happens when you pay off even one debt is enormous. You feel lighter, you feel capable, and every dollar that used to go to interest now goes into your pocket or your investments. Debt freedom is actual freedom, because when your monthly obligations shrink, your options expand. You can take a lower-paying job you love, move cities, start a business, or simply breathe without constant financial pressure. If debt is your chain, paying it off is your one decision. Start this month, not when things get easier, because with debt, things only get easier after you start. Build one income stream that doesn't need your hours. Here's a truth most people haven't fully accepted. Trading time for money has a ceiling. There are only so many hours in a day. If your only income comes from your job, your freedom is limited by how many hours you can physically work. That's why building even one income stream that doesn't require your direct time is a game changer. This could be a rental property, dividend-paying stocks, a digital product, a YouTube channel, an online course, or affiliate marketing. Most of these require serious effort up front, but once they're built, they can generate money while you sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're spending time with family. The decision is to start building one of these, even slowly, even imperfectly. You don't need 5 income streams. You need one that you take seriously and build with intention. A lot of people dabble in passive income but never commit long enough to see results. The ones who win go deep on one thing for long enough that it actually starts paying off. Pick one lane, go deep, be patient. That consistency is the one financial decision that can eventually replace your need to trade time for money altogether. And once that happens, you're not just financially better, you're free in a way that a paycheck alone can never give you. Your mindset about money is either your biggest asset or your biggest liability. This one might surprise you, but hear it out. The way you think about money determines every financial decision you make. If deep down you believe money is hard to get, that wealthy people are just lucky, or that you weren't born into the right circumstances, those beliefs will quietly sabotage every practical step you try to take. Financial freedom is as much an inside job as it is a numbers game. People who grew up watching their parents stress about bills often internalize the belief that financial struggle is just how life is. That belief shows up later as self-sabotage, spending windfalls instead of investing them, avoiding financial planning because it feels overwhelming, or playing it too safe to ever build real wealth. The one decision here is to actively work on your money mindset. Read The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Listen to financial podcasts. Surround yourself with people who talk about building wealth the way you want to build it. When you shift your beliefs about what's possible for you financially, your actions shift too. The decision you keep delaying is costing you the most. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The biggest financial mistake most people make isn't a bad investment or too much debt. It's waiting. Every year you delay starting, whether that's investing, paying off debt, building a side income, or fixing your spending habits, is a year of compounding you lose forever. You cannot get it back. The person who starts investing at 25 versus 35 doesn't just have 10 more years of contributions, they have 10 more years of growth on top of growth on top of growth. The gap between those two people at retirement isn't small, it's massive. And it all came down to one decision made 1 decade earlier. So the question isn't whether you have enough money to start. The question is whether you're willing to start with what you have right now. Even if it's small, even if it's imperfect, even if you don't fully understand everything yet. Freedom isn't far away. It's often one decision away. If this motivated you to take action, hit like and subscribe for more practical money strategies. And watch the next video to learn the specific financial moves that create long-term independence.